Okay. Hi Bruce, hi Tom, how are you?
Very good.
Guys, can you tell us about BGD future products for 2022 and 23?
Yeah, I think almost before the new products, we need to talk about the whole development system at BGD, which has really changed a lot in the last 2-3 years, with a much more academic approach since Tom joined, and a lot of simulation for all the products. So
yeah, that
this
changed a lot.
Yeah, this really changes a lot, and it's not something which is a quick fix. It takes a long time to get the simulations working correctly, and also you have the first simulations. It's just the hands up, trim speed flight simulations, and more recently we're working on the brake applied simulations, and you can see that there's just so much complexity and depth. So we're saying that there's simulation software has so many different levels of complexity and different details. So it's not as though you can design a program and have it finished, in a couple of years or something. There's always more and more complexity to it, and things get more and more sophisticated. I don't know, Tom, if you want to say something about that.
You need a constant feedback loop between what you observe and what you get from the feedback you get from the test flying and the simulation results. And constantly I'm trying to improve and fix all the problems in the assumptions that lie behind the simulation code, because we always need to make simplifications, and the question is how to make the right simplifications. And so it takes years to make a program that you can trust and that can give useful results. And I think we've made significant improvement recently on the program and also on the newest prototypes.
One thing I think that's really interesting is that when we speak to the other brands, there's most of the brands have their own simulation software that they're developing, and the funny thing is they're all completely different. Not even slightly similar. They're just completely different,
using different methods and different approach. And I think it depends on what motivates the development of the program in the first place. In our case, Bruce always emphasized how important it was to control the shape of the glider and how it deformed, which connects a little bit to the progressive stability idea. And so I designed the program from the beginning to tackle this challenge of trying to understand in depth the shape and the tension in the glider.
Okay.
And the program that's why the program is also very circular, our program. So
between
you have
the fluid and the structure.
Yeah, so you have the original structure, and then you do the airflow over it, and then it changes the shape of the glider, and then changes the structure, and then you do the airflow over it again, and you go through this cycle.
No, it's future. So the future must be very promising.
Yes.
For new design, new development.
It
very
in fact
interesting.
brings new challenges.
Yeah,
new challenges
it will be very interesting. Yeah.
Behind the computer, but also when flying, because validating the program as a test pilot is a very difficult challenge.
And
I was expecting when we had the good simulations that we would have less prototypes, but in fact it hasn't happened.
Okay.
But the difference is that now when we get the prototypes, they all work perfectly straight away. We don't have any creases in the sails. There's no.
But we saw that in the Base 2 and the Cure 2. I mean, two different designs, two new designs, but two new different approaches and beautiful gliders.
Yes,
both of them.
And so we're able to change quite radically the design and get it flying nice when we first receive it, immediately, without any trimming or without any work needed on the sail. We can do it all in the simulation.
Then what's left is what is the performance, the handling, how it feels, and
of course
things that are beyond the scope of the simulation itself.
Okay. What about the light version of the Cure 2?
Yeah, so that's the Lynx 2, which we've been working on all year, actually.
Yes, it's a completely new design, in fact.
It's not actually a light version of the Cure 2.
Other aspect ratio,
lower aspect.
Okay.
Our objective is to get the same performance as the Cure 2 with lighter weight, lower aspect, easier to fly.
Okay.
Easier to fly
so
glider.
the work is in progress now still.
Yes. Yeah.
It's getting close to completion, but we're still working on it to make it.
Okay.
And here we're launching the Echo 2, which is a low B, and it's the light version of the Epic 2. And the Epic 2 has been our best-selling glider this year. We just can't make enough of them. And so to have the light version, it's also just follows up very quickly with something we know is going to work very well.
Okay. Any D or CCC glider for the future?
Yes. So, Bruce.
Yeah, we're working on the Diva 2, and this is going to be an END glider. And the original Diva was supposed to be an END glider. We only made it CCC because it was a more convenient way to certify it at the time. So the Diva is D because that's what it starts with, simply. And so we're working on different prototypes, and the objective obviously is to be competitive in the END market, but to have a glider which is very easy to fly and have a very nice feeling, a nice handling, and have be a real pleasure to fly.
So it should be around the 7 aspect ratio, a bit less than the first Diva, I think, if you want to pass the D.
7.0 it is, yeah.
Okay.
And the 7.0 two-liner with 86 cells.
86, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other products for harnesses?
Well, we've had a difficulty with developing harnesses this year because we hired a Ukrainian guy, Dima, to work for us with us on harnesses, and now he's been drafted into the military and he's in the war, which is not so nice. Yeah, difficult situation. So the war is affecting us
all of
at
us.
BGD in some ways. Yes.
So okay, anything to add for pilots out there?
I would say we could talk a little bit more about progressive stability and the way that the simulation program has changed the way we can understand progressive stability. And the obvious thing is that if you look at a glider, there's more tension in the center, less tension in the tips.
Yeah.
And with the simulation program, we're able to get actually a perfect graph of exactly how that tension varies across the span. And so the objective is to make that tension change, transition from high tension in the center to low tension in the tip in a uniform and smooth, predictable way. Yeah. And this is kind of the essence of the progressive gliders.
Well, I wish you the best in the future.
Thanks
Thank you very
much,
Bruce, Tom. Thank you.
Nice to speak to you.
Thank you.